Welcome to the Small Business Spotlight, brought to you this week by Oshi, where you can earn Bitcoin rewards by supporting local businesses. I'm your host, Josh Friedemann, and our guests today are Rob and JJ Rebick, who are the founders of AUPA. So I'd like to start off today by hearing a little bit about your business. Could you tell me about AUPA?
Yeah, so AUPA is a meat bar-based company. We were looking for a clean way to kind of feed our family and give treats to our kids, essentially. And we knew about pemmican, but we didn't like the taste of pemmican. So we kind of tinkered around with different recipes on our own and finally wound up with a good tasting recipe that we liked. We noticed people liked it too. And we said, well, I think this is a perfect kind of segue into a business and, providing this product for our customers. And AUPA is a Basque word that means pick me up. And our kids run around the house saying AUPA, AUPA, AUPA. And so we thought it was a perfect fit for the name of the company.
Along with all of those things, when we walked into a grocery store and we're looking for some healthy foods, it's really hard to find something without seed oils, sugars, lecithins,
natural flavors.
Just there's so many different things on a label. Especially the kids, they bring up these colorful things to you and they want snacks, and we're like, no, sorry, we're those weird parents that aren't going to let you have that. So when we started looking down the energy bar aisle, everything says plant-based, vegan, and there's just nothing that's meat-based. And since we eat a meat-based diet, that's how we kind of came up with the idea.
So you guys have been in business for a couple of months. What's been the response from customers so far?
Psyched. People are really psyched that we take Bitcoin as payment. A lot of unknown and uncertainty. They're like, what is this meat product? Because I only know about jerky and meat sticks. I've never heard of a meat bar. How's that even possible? Is it going to get me sick? Is it safe to eat? Is it going to have listeria and all sorts of salmonella on it and botulism? And we've done all of the homework, the scientific studies on that. And so it's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of curiosity to try it out.
And I think that's a valid question. Why a meat bar and what makes that different?
Why a meat bar is because we wanted to fulfill what we wanted as a snack. We found ourselves, like she said, in the store looking for snacks, and they're just loaded with what we call industrial sludge. Everything has industrial sludge in it, and it's incredibly hard to find something that doesn't, and that fits our diet.
And for the kids, sure, we could get some jerky or something like that, but jerky kind of always tastes has a savory flavor. And in the future we want to have some savory bars, but kids generally want sweet things. And so we wanted to add honey and berries so that it was something that the kids would want to eat too. And then it was just different than jerky, because jerky can be kind of hard to eat.
We do want to market to parents a little bit more that kids do like the blueberry almond and cranberry pecan. So our 2-year-old boy loves them. I know of several other young kids that like them. So these aren't just for adults. We definitely want to get nutrition into our kids' hands. That's another big part for us, is bringing quality nutrition to our children.
So I want to press pause right there. You mentioned a sweet bar. What's the dynamic like when it comes to sweetness combined with meat? Because at least for a lot of Americans, that's usually not a combination that we're used to.
If you go into Costco, before we were really looking into seed oils and sugars and everything, a lot of jerky has sugar added to it. Almost all of it. So, those are the kind of things that our kids were looking at and wanting to eat. And sure, sugar and meat doesn't necessarily go together in your head, but if you're making home meals, a lot of times they want you to add brown sugar to your meat to kind of burn it on there. So I don't think it's too far off to add honey to your meat.
Yeah, and it's a really unique flavor paired with the butter and the meat. Yeah. And I want to point out that it's a very minimal sugar. It's only 7 grams of carbs in a bar. So
the two of you have mentioned Bitcoin already. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin?
We're Bitcoiners. I've been a Bitcoiner for a long time. I found out about Bitcoin in 2013. And I essentially went on a mission to educate as many people as I could about it. I was that guy at work. I'm a former engineer. Of an employee of about 150 people at my company, and I was known as Bitcoin Rob. I just wouldn't shut up about Bitcoin. I was that guy that always tried to squeeze it into some conversation and make Bitcoin applicable to everything. And so I'm a Bitcoin fanatic. So Bitcoin took me down the financial rabbit hole, questioning money. And that led me into the health rabbit hole, questioning what food and health is. And so to me, they're the ultimate combination of what the future is. It's Bitcoin and beef.
What do your customers think about Bitcoin?
They love it, and they're dominating our fiat customers. And we do incentivize Bitcoin payment, as we give 10% off right now in Bitcoin payment.
I think that Bitcoiners are really interested in our bar and what we're doing because Bitcoiners kind of question the system already. And so they also are going down that rabbit hole of questioning their health. When a lot of people who don't know about Bitcoin don't necessarily have that questioning kind of nature. And so they aren't questioning their diet necessarily as well.
Bitcoiners are kind of monetary purists in a sense, and our bar is kind of a nutritional purist in a sense, because we only source the finest ingredients and we have no additives, and our bar is kind of a purist bar.
Talk to the audience briefly about the different flavors you guys provide when it comes to your products.
The Apex bar, when we first made it, we thought that was like our the one that the carnivores would be really into. So it's just beef, butter, honey, and tallow. And we kind of learned that there is a group of people who don't want honey at all. So we're testing out a new bar right now called the Zealot. So that's our backbone of a bar. And then we have the blueberry almond, which is just the same as Apex, but with blueberries and almonds in it. I really love that one. And then I also really like the cranberry pecan one. And sourcing those ingredients, we went through a lot of difficulty trying to find those ingredients without added sugar, without added seed oils, and from American farmers, because a lot of places that you go to want to give you product from China, and that was like a no-no for us. So we're actually going this summer to go shake the hands of some of the farmers that we're getting our berries and nuts from in Oregon.
Yeah, so to summarize, the Apex bar, beef, butter, honey, and tallow is our kind of base.
Yeah.
And then the other two flavors just add nuts and berries to make the blueberry almond and the cranberry pecan.
Business owners often know other business owners. What's another small business you're a big fan of right now?
I like Farmer Bill's Provisions. They make some good biltong, and Clara and Fritz Tallow Company.
We're doing a little thing with them right now.
Yeah, we have a little animal-based giveaway going on right now at them.
And where should people go to find out more about you guys and your business, and maybe even purchase your products?
So you can go to AUPA, AUPA.com, and we have a FAQ page, we have an About page. Our homepage will probably give you all the information you need.
You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram
Right.
and YouTube. We have accounts on all those. Our Twitter account, Rob's beating me. He's got more followers. The Instagram account's not doing as well. I guess he's the better social media guy than me.
Well, Rob, JJ, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate the work you're doing and best success.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.